bad for a first go.
Slow and steady. We just need to a couple hundred more. Okay, one thing that we need to address, this had a common downpipe upgrade on these, but the cheaper versions actually reduced down quite a bit, as you can see, and they reduced down to like, I don't know, 2 inch or 2 1/4 inch compared to the 3 inch that we're putting on there. So I have to cut it off basically right where my hand is, and I'm just going to TIG in another piece of 3 inch to match up with the CapEx exhaust that we got on the car, and so that there's no reduction, and make sure that it's going to flow exactly as it should for the horsepower that we're chasing. Okay, as you can see behind me, we got the MK4 GLI back together. I'm just going to flash it and fire it up for the first time. So we've checked for leaks and everything so far as much as we can, with just cranking it over, making sure there's good oil pressure and stuff. But now we're going to put the proper file on it. This does have 1000cc injectors in it. And then get it strapped on the dyno and start doing some tuning. So I'll probably maybe video while I'm trying to fire it up, see how much luck we have on the first try. Oh my god, I didn't record any of that. Okay, so I don't know if I had the camera running when I tried to start this thing, because I tried to do another take later on and I realized the camera was off when it should have been on, or vice versa. Anyways, the car's running now. It's been running for probably 10 minutes or so, and there's no major leaks or anything. Idle's stabilized pretty good. There's a little bit on cold start that I'll have to mess with. So I'll probably just gotta re-bleed the clutch and make sure it's not leaking or anything, check the oil and all that, and I'll probably take it out for a little bit of a test drive just to start with. So she's getting close to being on here. Yeah, we're gonna see what we can make on pump gas, and before switching over to some better fuel mixture.
So pump gas being 91 octane?
Yeah, 91 for everyone that knows. We only have 91 octane here, so
I think we've said that like a couple times.
I have to say it every time because
somebody's friend made
more horsepower,
way more horsepower,
and yeah. So pump gas, we should probably see, you know, around 340 to 350 horsepower, I think. So yeah, we're just gonna see what we can get out of this before switching over the fuel. So
excellent.
I'm just gonna load this up and we'll get to it.
All right.
So 326, we're gonna try a little bit more boost just to get it up around the 350 range. Got it. Well, right around where I was hoping, 347 and 286 torque. So we're gonna, basically the timing's limiting us on the 91 octane. So we're gonna do an ethanol blend and really start leaning on it a little bit harder. So let's put some fuel in it, Clayton. I did put some more timing in it. So at 387, 316. And honestly, it could take more, I think. Because there was no timing pull at all. None, zero. Okay, so it's time to turn the boost up. See what we can get out of this thing. And we got to make sure to turn the boost cut up too. Looks like I already had the boost cut set pretty high. We're gonna make it higher. It's time to see if this thing can make some power now. More power. And chuck a few more pounds of boost at it. And for this one, I'll definitely be wearing my earmuffs because it's getting pretty loud. Or did it hit boost cut? Nope. So it's whatever's going on with the power.
What's the issue? What's going on?
Well, we made it to 398, and the crank sensor is a problem. We noticed the odd thing happening, which seemed to be power related, but I've had crank sensors do weird things because of heat and stuff like that. Either way, we got a code for it, and the car just died just trying to drive it. And so now, replace the crank sensor. Clayton? Replace it.
Stand there. So that's great that we're doing this now when it's nice and hot, and
We'll cool it down.
when you turned off the fans.
I know. It's alright. Let's do it. Come on. Let's do it. I need a light.
You sweating yet?
I'm starting to sweat, yeah. The engine's hot. It's hot as hell in here right now.
So back at it?
Yeah, so we were basically at curfew. We got one more run to do. The last run or two, we didn't see much response out of the boost controller, so we're gonna just try to give it one more run here now that we fixed the crank sensor problem. Intermittent crank sensor problem. So let's hopefully make some power this time. Earmuffs.
I don't have mine on.
They're right there. Okay, so just to kind of go through what we did with this thing, we obviously started off with pump gas. We were obviously really conservative on timing with the 91, so we managed to get 347. Then we switched to the ethanol mix, and we managed to get 433, 336 torque. And obviously throughout that, there was a bunch of runs to clean up the air fuel above 7,000 RPM because the car doesn't typically see that type of RPM. So there was a bit of messing around with that, and obviously a bit of messing around with getting the boost under control. the ethanol on these injectors, we're just not able to push it any further. So we're going to end at 433. Not quite triple the horsepower than when it came in. .433 on some decent fuel mixture, and like I said, 350. At least it's over double, or it's double what it is coming in. That's the way it's going to leave on pump gas. So lots of potential in this thing.
Yeah, so 347 pump on the street is
a
very good number.
There's way more potential. Like if this thing had cams, it would make like quite a bit more power. Obviously, it's going to need more fueling if we're going to try to lure it with the ethanol mixture, but the power band's good. He's going to have to really learn how to drive the car differently, revving it out to 8,000. So as you can see probably in the video, the tech gets buried. So.
And lots of room for potential more power as well with.
Well, cams would definitely bring up the power. It wouldn't, I mean, it goes pretty much flat at the 430 range. It doesn't really fall off much, or at all. Clayton will show you probably that in the video here, but cams would keep carrying the power up further. So you can see in the graph, Clayton, you can actually film this here. The power band, the power does stay consistent all the way out, but like I said, with cams, this would carry out even further.
I like how you go up towards the 500 mark.
Of course, that's where it would be heading. But we would also need more injector or to run like a C16 fuel in it to be able to get to those numbers out of it. Right now, this is going to be a lot more for the client than what the car came in here with. So we got a couple more lined up, interesting builds. We got that white Mark V GTI. I know a few people have requested FSI content, so here's a car that I built, quite a few years ago now.
And actually, in one of the other videos that we did not too long ago, which we can link above, was the track day, and that car has a lot of track time inside.
Zax Mark V, Big Turbo Mark V. It has a Precision 5558, and again, that car was done a long time ago. We'll do a lot more footage on it. But that video's coming out. We got a VR Turbo Mark IV with all-wheel drive conversion that I did quite a few years ago, that we're going to put that on the dyno to make some more power to that one. But that's it for this one. Be sure to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, ask them below. And if that's it, Clayton,
we'll see you in the
next video. I don't like not seeing your face, Clayton. You're making it hard. Well, you're not making it hard.
You're making it hard. I'm making it hard.
Start over.
Go again.
Take 2, 3.